All right, so today we're going to get into something really interesting. We're breaking down a process for changing a phone's core digital fingerprint. Yeah, its IMEI number. You know, that unique code that's basically the phone's identity? Well, we're going to walk through exactly how one public source shows it can be altered. So that's the big question, right? How is this change actually done? The IMEI, that's the International Mobile Equipment Identity. It's a 15-digit code that makes your phone unique on a network. So let's dive into one very specific, documented example of how this number can be modified, step by step. Okay, so just to be clear, what we're breaking down here comes from a detailed demonstration on YouTube. We're just using these slides to lay out the steps exactly as they were shown in that video. We're basically walking you through it, from start to finish.
All right, first things first, the prep phase. This is all about getting the right software ready on a computer and then physically plugging the phone in. You're essentially creating a digital bridge to make the whole thing work.
So, on the PC side of things, it starts with downloading and installing this special piece of software. The source just calls it an IMEI changer tool. Once that's on your machine, you just double-click to open it up, and that gets you to the main screen where all the magic happens. Okay, now over on the phone, you've got a couple of things to do. You got to dive into the settings menu, find the About section, and look up the phone's current IMEI numbers. Once you've got those, you just plug the phone into the computer with a data cable. And this is a super important point the source makes. It specifically says to make sure to note them down, the original IMEI numbers, before you do anything else. You know, just as a precaution. Definitely a don't skip this step kind of moment. Okay, so everything's plugged in and ready to go. The next big step is to actually scan the device. This is where the software on the computer is going to read all the phone's current info to get ready for the change. And this is where you have to be really precise. The source points out 4 specific checkboxes you have to tick inside the tool. You've got Auto Detect, Full Read Info, then RD Unlock IMEI, which probably has to do with reading the device's unlock status, and finally Auto CHKSM. That last one most likely stands for checksum, you know, to make sure the data is all good. Yeah, and the source is super direct about this. They literally say, make sure to do the exact settings as I'm showing you here. So there's no ambiguity, right? It's pretty clear they're saying you have to follow these steps exactly for this to work. So once you've got those 4 settings checked off, it's just one click. You hit the Scan Device button, and that kicks things off. It basically tells the software, hey, go across that digital bridge we made and grab all the info from the phone. And it happens fast. We're talking just a few seconds later, and boom, the software screen fills up with all the details it pulls from the phone. This is your confirmation that the connection is solid and the tool is doing its thing. All right, this is it. This is the main event. We're at the part where we actually input and write the new identification numbers straight to the device. The source shows a really straightforward 3-step process for this. First, you click the Write Data button, and that pops open a new window. Then you just paste the new IME numbers into the 2 boxes that appear. And finally, you hit Write IME. That's the button that kicks off the whole process of giving the phone its new identity. And once you click that button, your job is pretty much done for now. The software takes over completely. It starts this automated sequence to overwrite the phone's original ID. And the source even says, hey, this is the time to just sit back and relax while it works. So you're not supposed to touch anything. It apparently takes a couple of minutes for it to do its thing. So what's actually going on here in the background? Well, it's a 2-part deal. The tool finishes the first writing process, and then without you having to do anything at all, it automatically kicks off a second one to lock in the change. But the big question is, how do you know if it actually worked? Well, this final stage is all about verification. You're going to check for confirmation in the software and on the phone itself, which is obviously the most important part. So your first piece of confirmation pops up right on the computer screen. As soon as that automated process finishes, the tool updates this side panel and you can see the new IMEI numbers it just wrote to the phone. Pretty cool. And here it is, the moment of truth. The source shows what happens when you go back into the phone's About settings. You can see the before and after right here. The original number is gone and the new one is right there in its place. That's the final confirmation that it worked. So to wrap this whole thing up, the source concludes with a pretty definitive statement. They say the phone is now, and I'm quoting here, unlocked with the new IMEI numbers. And that's pretty much the end of their demonstration. And that brings our breakdown to a close. We've just walked through all the steps of this documented process, from the initial setup all the way to the final confirmation. But it really leaves us with a bigger question to think about, doesn't it? Now that we've seen how something like this can be done, what does it really mean that a device's core digital identity can be changed?